Then, moving on to a conversation you had with John Dean on March 21st the following year, in one transcript, in black and white, I picked out, 1, you could get $1 million and you could get it in cash. I know where it could be gotten. 2, your major guy to keep under control is Hunt. 3, don't we have to handle the Hunt situation? 4, get the $1 million, it would seem to me that would be worthwhile. 5, don't you agree that you'd better get the Hunt thing going? 6, first you've got the Hunt problem, that ought to be handled. 7, the money can be provided, Ehrlichman could provide the way to deliver it, that could be done. 8, we've no choice with Hunt but the $120,000 or whatever it is, right? 9, Christ, turn over any cash we've got. Now, it would seem to me that someone trying to run a cover-up couldn't have expressed it any more clearly than that, could they?
Look, let me stop you right there. You are doing something that I am not doing, and that I will not do throughout the course of these broadcasts. You are taking my quotes out of context and out of order.
You've always maintained that you knew nothing about this until March 21st, but in February, your personal lawyer came to Washington to start the raising of $219,000 of hush money to be paid to the burglars. Now, you seriously don't expect us to believe that you had no knowledge of that?
None.
Okay, do the one again, look, and this time, mock and laugh at him. Really diminish him with that.
You've always maintained that you knew nothing of this until March 21st, but in February, your personal lawyer came to Washington to start the raising of $219,000 of hush money to be paid to the burglars. Now, you seriously don't expect us to believe that you had no knowledge of this?
None. I thought that money was being used for humanitarian purposes, for defenseless people.
It was being delivered on the tops of phone booths with aliases and at airports by people with gloves on. That's not normally the way lawyers' fees are delivered.
I've made statements to this effect. Before. Whatever Haldeman and Ehrlichman were doing was their business. I knew nothing.
All right, if Haldeman and Ehrlichman were really the ones responsible, when you subsequently found out about it, why didn't you call the police and have them arrested? Isn't that just a cover-up of another story?
Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have called the feds down to my office and said, "There are the two men right there. Take them down to the docks, fingerprint them, throw them in the clink, huh?" I'm just not built that way. Now, Ehrlichman, Haldeman, I've known these men since they were kids. I've known their families. I have always maintained that what we were doing was not criminal. Now, when you are in office, sometimes you have to do things that are not, in the strictest sense of the word, legal. But you do them for the greater interests of the nation.
Wait a minute. Did I hear right? Are you really saying that there are certain situations where the president can decide whether it's in the best interest of the nation and do something illegal?
I'm saying that when the president of the United States does it, it is not illegal.
I'm sorry?
Just what I believe. I see that not everyone shares that view.
So, in that case, will you accept then, to clear the air once and for all, that you were part of a cover-up and you did break the law? Scene.
Oh, wow.